Sammy, good to have you back with us.
Well, good afternoon,
What do
William.
you make of these ideas to kind of smooth over some of the tensions around flags whilst allowing a fair number of flags to still fly?
Well, one of the first points I would make in relation to this, William, is that you described it as a painful flag season. I think many people in Northern Ireland do not see it in those terms. The Union flag, Ulster banner, and bunting is flown in abundance in my hometown of Dromore. From the end of June until the end of August
Yeah,
without any
sure,
controversy.
sure.
In fact, a lot of people delight in that. I mean, I think of young people who are involved in the bands scene, for example. And this is one of the things that is often overlooked in discussions like this, where people use the sort of emotive language like painful or saying that this is a bad time of year. There are there are young people in bands that can spend upwards of £1,000 on uniforms.
Yeah.
This is the opportunity for those people to go out and display their musical talent, to display their ability, and to have it enjoyed.
Yeah.
There are
And
many, many
no
places in
issue with
Northern
that
Ireland.
in the context of this conversation. No issue at all with that. Painful simply is a description of, as I wrote it, if you're the kind of person who finds this a kind of painful time of the year. But not everybody finds it painful. As you say, there are, just as with marches, most of them go off without any difficulty at all. There are some that are contentious. We can't generalize or stereotype across
Yeah,
any of that. I take your point on that.
yeah.
But this is to do with people who are actually keen to have fewer flags on the streets and want some kind of order, some kind of rationale to
Well,
those which are flown.
so they claim, but I mean, the reality, William, is that this proposal has its genesis with the Alliance Party, and the Alliance is completely the
Well,
wrong
it seems
people
to have its
to
genesis with the
they,
Commission on Flags, Identity, Culture and Tradition. It was one
yes,
of their
well,
proposals.
yes, and no, and nobody's pushing it forward, but I mean, Alliance have decided to pick up the
Well, Dominic
baton, and
Bryan's the chair of that commission. He's in the studio
Alliance
right here defending it.
Alliance
Former
Alliance are
chair.
the very last people to be going and pushing that ahead if they're going to portray it as something that's going to be cross community, that is going to command cross community support. This is a party which opposed the flying of the Union flag on war memorials in Newton Arch when it was supported by 85% of the residents.
Mm.
And it is a party which in Belfast supports the erection of Irish street signs not for a day, not for a month, not for a week, but for 365 days a year, with the mere support of 15%
Sure,
residents.
sure.
So, I mean, for to be said, well, this is just an honest broker type situation, that this is a situation which is going to cover everybody. Unionism will not see it that way. And I think they're right to not see it that way because you've already cited in this conversation the model of the Parades Commission. The Parades Commission is responsible for the balkanisation of culture in Northern Ireland. There are wonderful bands. Um, I think of Dunloy Accordion, a band that has its talent recognised on the world stage. It
Hmm.
cannot it cannot display its talent on its home street because of the Parades Commission and because of the draconian attitude of the Parades Commission that says this is a monocultural area.